Hello, I'm Raymond Sims, and welcome to the MLB pregame show on the Coliseum Sports Network. It's time for the second half of our West then East doubleheader here on Coliseum as the Washington Nationals take on the Milwaukee Brewers. The winner of this game will go on to host the 8th-seeded Chicago Cubs as they blast 3. The loser of this game would face the top-seeded Detroit Tigers, who bounced back from an upset loss to the Cubs by handling the Pirates 7-2. Our pitching matchup pits Washington's Jordan Zimmermann against Milwaukee's Kyle Lohse. Now let's take a look at the lineups for both sides. For the Nationals, leading off will be center fielder Denard Span. Batting second will be third baseman Anthony Rendon. Batting third will be right fielder Jason Worth. Batting fourth will be first baseman Adam LaRoche. Batting fifth will be shortstop Ian Desmond. Batting sixth will be left fielder Bryce Harper. Batting seventh will be second baseman Asdrubal Cabrera. Batting eighth will be catcher Wilson Ramos. And for the Brewers, leading off will be center fielder Carlos Gomez. Left fielder Gerardo Parra will bat second. Batting third will be the right fielder Ryan Braun. Batting fourth will be the third baseman Aramis Ramirez. Batting fifth will be the catcher Jonathan Lucroy. Batting sixth will be the first baseman Lyle Overbay. Batting eighth will be the shortstop Gene Segura. And batting ninth will be the starting pitcher for Milwaukee, Kyle Lohse. It's going to be a cool evening for a hot matchup in Milwaukee. The roof's going to be open at Miller Park as Matt Vasgersian, Steve Lyons, and Eric Karros will have the call. Coliseum baseball tournament action is coming up next on the Coliseum Sports Network.
Back included here in Milwaukee. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Nighttime baseball now from America's Dairyland, the great state of Wisconsin, and Miller Park in Milwaukee. Ought to be a good one here between the and the Milwaukee Brewers. Hi again, folks. Matt Vasgersian here for what promises to be a good one. I'll be joined in the booth shortly by longtime big leaguers Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. But first, let's give you a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Washington Nationals as they'll align themselves like this here tonight. They'll go to work against the man you see there, veteran right-hander Kyle Lohse. Denard Span. A move towards the batter's boxes. We're just about set to get underway tonight. Underway in America's Dairyland as the first pitch of the night is taken for ball one.
First pitch, 7-0.
And back-to-back pitches out of the zone to begin the evening. It's 2-0 now. Temperature was in the 70s earlier today, but 59 at game time tonight. And a swing and a bouncing ball back up the middle. Oh, and he loses it on the exchange from glove to hand, and he won't have a play.
It's definitely a good start when you're facing a guy like this in his home park. You've got to find a way to put some pressure on him. Don't want him to get settled out there.
Anthony Rendon will stand in now, and he'll likely have a look down to third to see if anything's up here with nobody out. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
The 2-0. And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. And out of here. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, and the Nationals move out in front here 2-0.
This is a situation where you wonder how much of his concentration is on first base and how much of it is on home plate. Because if you're not 100% locked in on the guy at the plate, folks will make you pay at this level.
Batting third.
And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
And these guys already have one home run here in the inning, and now you get to the real power guys here. So you need to be careful.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1.
And if he wants to turn things around, that's a pitch that he's going to need to start locating better.
This is hit sharply to the left side. But Ramirez able to spear this one, and that's a tough break for the first out. So a good job to bounce back from the early 2-run home run. And with that, let's look at how the Brewers align defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic, the official uniform of Major League Baseball. So the bases are empty with one man gone. And stepping in is the first baseman, Adam LaRoche. Now a ground ball towards the hole. Look at this. And the underhanded throw gets him for the out.
Whoa, what a nice play down there at first. You see him have to stretch out as far as he can go to make the play, and then he's got the presence of mind to hit his pitcher perfectly in stride covering first. That is nicely done.
Ian Desmond will stand in now, the recipient of a National League Silver Slugger Award for his contributions at shortstop last year. First pitch coming. And here's a sinker that causes him to back away as that just about got him. In tight with the sinker, ball 2.
Well, he almost hit him on the last pitch, and he's showing he doesn't care. He's coming right back inside.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Now that he's worked it to 3-0, he's got a couple of free pitches here to pick out one he really likes.
And he won't even have to take the bat off its moorings. A 4-pitch walk here.
I tell you what, anytime you get a first inning visit from your pitching coach, something ain't working out there. You know, here's what he's saying. Look, we need you to figure this out. We need some innings out of you here. Let's go.
So we're runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning, and that'll bring in a dangerous hitter indeed in the form of Bryce Harper. Now the first pitch. And he hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike one.
Yeah, the best way to neutralize this guy's power, just keep putting pitches right there.
That's in there as well. It's a quick 0-2 count.
No taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
And here's a swing and a ball lifted in the air into fairly deep center field. And Gomez will make the catch, and the inning is over. Nats pick up a pair in the inning on this two-run home run. On to the bottom of the first at Miller Park. It's 2-0 Washington. Starting lineup for the Brewers looks like this. They'll match up here against a guy who's really come into his own, the right-hander Jordan Zimmermann. And defensively, here's how Washington will take the field behind him. About time for the home nine to get their swings as Carlos Gomez is ready to lead off the bottom of inning number one. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one, 1-0. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And he's fallen behind now, 3-1.
And even just 4 pitches in, you need to find a strike here because you don't want to give him a free base runner to start the night.
The 3-1. And a swing and a ball hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. And that misses for ball 4. So an early base runner in the bottom half as they're trying to get one or both of those runs right back.
Yeah, now what you want to do here in this hostile ballpark, walk the leadoff guy who just happens to be a threat to go every time he's on first. Tough way to start things out.
Gerardo Parra will stand in now following leadoff walk. And might we see a bunt attempt here in the 2-run ball game?
Every extra run helps. It's a possibility, but I think they'll probably let him take his chances swinging away.
And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. And a pitch takes off inside and gets away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
And you wonder if sometimes he was just getting a little too preoccupied out there with the speed at first base, and he totally loses focus on the guy at the plate. And now that essentially is going to work like a stolen base, and he's in the scoring position now on the wild pitch.
And this ball's hit pretty well, high and deep to straightaway left. Harper is on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1. But he's safe at third as he's able to scramble back.
Yeah, the ball hit pretty well that time, but it hung up long enough for him to run it down in the alley. Good news, though, is that runner on second, he was able to tag up and make it to third now with only 1 out.
Ryan Braun will make his first appearance here, and he'll do so in a good RBI spot. Leadoff man has moved up to third now with 1 away. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1. One and two. And he swings and hits this ball high in the air and deep to left center field. And this is taken in shy of the wall, but that should be plenty deep to score the run. And they are on the board with the sac fly as this is now a 2-1 game.
Well, that's all he's hoping to do right here. Just get that thing airborne and get that first run of the game home. He does his job, picks up the RBI.
Aramis Ramirez will get his first opportunity now with 2 away, and the base is empty here in the home half of the first. First pitch coming. A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1.
And now after that sac fly, this is where you got to just clear the deck and start this inning over.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. One pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Here's the pitch. And he reaches for one but can't find it as he's down on strikes for the final out. No hits, no errors, and no one left on. Second inning straight ahead here at Miller Park. The Nationals are out in front here, 2-1. As Drupal Cabrera leads things off now in the top half of the second.
Second baseman, as Drupal Cabrera.
Now here's the first pitch. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Now the 1-2. Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. Now a ball hit on the ground for Overbay at first. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and the leadoff man set down to start the second. Wilson Ramos will dig in here. Here's a slider that's inside, 1-0. And this is fouled back and out of play. 1-1 on the way. Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. And 2 quick outs here in the second. Jordan Zimmermann will be the batter. Now here's the first pitch. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Now a swing, and he pops it foul behind the plate. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now.
Well, much better here in the second inning. To me, he looked a little bit tentative early on. It's starting to look like he's finding the rhythm now.
Right on that pitch that time as he wraps it into center field, a base hit.
How about that swing? That wasn't just a little bleeder off the end of his bat. He swung that bat like he knew what he was doing up there.
Denard Span will stand in. He singled to lead off the ball game and later came around to score the game's first run. In there, strike 1. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. Now a bullet to first. And Span is aboard. It's a base hit. And they'll stop the runner at second base, but there are 2 on and 2 out now.
Well, you know, they're scoring this one a base hit, but I'm not so sure I agree with that. Here it is again. Really not that tough a play, and you probably should have been able to get 2 on this play, but instead, it skips right by him. And if they're passing out hits like that, give me a bat.
Anthony Rendon will get a shot now with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 2. There's the sinker to start him out, missing down and away for ball 1.
You get a good look right there. Already 33 pitches now through an inning and 2/3. That's an awfully high number this early.
And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in a strike zone.
Line hard into left. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Nats leave a pair. They still lead it 2-1. Jonathan Lucroy will lead things off here as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 due up to start the home second. And a high strike there, 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Upstairs with this one as they try to change the eye level here. It's 2-1. Now the pitch. Now a ball lined to the right side. And that'll be a base hit, the first one of the game for the Brewers.
Pretty good swing there. You'll watch. Head stays down, ball gets deep in the zone, and he lets those hands lead the way, and he drives it to right field. That's as good an approach as you're going to see.
Lyle Overbay will step in now. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball one. Strike. And he'll take a look at a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2.
Now you can't look for a specific pitch. You just got to protect the plate.
First out.
Now, he was really late on this one. I mean, really late. You can see where the baseball is by the time he gets the barrel through. I mean, it's darn near in the catcher's glove already. That tells me he was probably looking for something else.
Scooter Gennett will get his first shot at it here. He's running towards second. Now a big swing, and this is a major league pop-up. Way up there toward the center of the diamond. Rendon able to put it away, and that's out number 2.
He might have had that one stolen that time, but he winds up popping this one up, so runner has to go back to first.
Gene Segura will stand in now as we got a couple of All-Stars from last year squaring off in this one.
Yeah, a couple of first-time All-Stars, too. Both guys coming off of great years.
Runners on the move for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. Not in time. He's in there at second.
As a lot of them are, this one was stolen off the pitcher. He didn't even give the guy a second look over there at first. So he gets a great jump over there, and there's no way you're throwing him out.
This catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
And I know it's your first at-bat of the ball game and you want to work the count a little, but those were two pretty good pitches to have a rip out.
Now a pitch swung on and hit to Desmond at short. throw on to Lohse is going to be in time, and the inning is over. Milwaukee leaves 1. Jason Worth is ready to go here as we begin the third.
Right fielder, Jason Worth.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Now a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball, 1-1. Swing and a hard hit ball towards the hole. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. Adam LaRoche will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Now a first pitch changeup here. Too far inside. It's 1-0.
Well, that's a pretty good spot to try and lock him up inside, but he can turn on that location if that's out over the plate.
A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
The 2-0. And a sinker is over that time. It's back to 2-1. And this one's low here, so the count swells to 3-1.
And they know full well the threat that this guy poses. So even down 3-1, I can't imagine he's going to get anything that he can drive right here.
Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. Oh, a sliding stop. Can he get up and make the play? Yes, he can. Very well done there, and that's the second out.
Boy, it's so nice to have a second baseman that can cover some ground. This ball looked like it might get through up the middle. But look at him make the sliding stop, and that's going to take him right into a good throwing position. And he's able to get enough on that throw to get the out at first.
Ian Desmond is in for the second time here as he looks at one outside. It's 1-0. 2 out, nobody on. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Yeah, they're being really careful with this guy. Remember, they walked him the first time around, and now they're behind 2-0 to him right here.
And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1.
A high fastball that time in the strike zone and on the outside corner. But that is a dangerous spot to be pitching if you're only throwing in the low 90s.
And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
Good at bat so far here with 2 away. He's going to go down in order. At least make that guy work for it. Got himself back into a fastball count now.
Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Throw on to Overbay gets him, and with it, the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Washington, as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Kyle Lohse makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3. On the first pitch of the inning is lined into left field, a leadoff single. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. Luckily, the pitcher is there to back up, however, so there will be no advance.
Boy, and just when you think you're all set up with the pitcher leading off an inning, this happens. Just goes to show you, you take anyone for granted up there, they can come back and hurt you.
Carlos Gomez will stand in for a second time. He drew a base on balls to lead off the home first. And here's the first pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
Still taking here as he looks at the slider this time, and he's in a big hole now, down 0-2.
And after walking him the first time around, he's all business here in the second at-bat.
That misses, 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
Just did get a piece of that one, so he stays alive here. And this ball swung on and hit on the ground. To Cabrera for 1. On to LaRoche, and they get them both. Gerardo Parra dig in here. He flew out his first time around. And a strike called at the knees, 0-1.
And even with 2 outs, this is a team that can still put something together here, especially in this part of the lineup, so you can't let your guard down.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. And this is going to be a foul ball. Now a fastball, and he might have gotten under it just a bit as this is out toward deep right field. Worth has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side. None left for Milwaukee. They're down 2-1. Bryce Harper will stand in here, the starting center fielder on last year's NL All-Star team. Grounded foul toward the coaching box at third. A great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2.
And I'll tell you, being in a 2-strike hole is not the spot you want to be in against a guy like this.
Good waist pitch, 1-2.
Could be that high fastball there was just a setup pitch. Now you've kind of established that high sight level. Could be a good time to break off a nasty curveball.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Such a tough pitch to lay off there. The two-seamer working away with 2 strikes, but he lets it go. Maybe just because he knew he couldn't hit it.
And this is fouled back and out of play. And he just manages to stay alive here as he fights this one foul. And a little battle brewing here as he fights off the 2-strike pitch and chops it foul. And this is fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. The 2-2 coming. And this is going to be a foul ball. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
And you know what, guys? This is a big league battle going on right now. Neither guy wanting to back down. No sign of weakness on either side.
On the ground is short. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Well, this is a pretty high degree of difficulty right here. It helps when you've got a strong arm to make this play. You see him do almost a pop-up slide as he fields this thing, and then from then on out, it is all arm, folks. Boy, that's very well done.
As Drupal Cabrera tries to bunt his way on here, but it's strike 1. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Sinker misses, and it's 1-2 now. Here's a ball lined up and over the head of Segura. It's short. It's on into left center for a base hit.
Well, a lot of switch hitters like to use the whole field, and this guy's no different. He just sprays this thing the other way, and he's got himself a 1-out single.
Wilson Ramos will try it again. He flew out his first time. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Throw over to first, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Fourth inning of a 2-1 ball game. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. And there he goes towards second. Now here's a swing and a ground ball back up the box. And a throw on to Overbay for out number 2.
Yeah, and here with the runner who's on the move, you've got no chance of even thinking about getting the double play. So a smart idea there just to take the sure out at first.
Jordan Zimmermann get a shot now in an RBI spot, so a chance to help his own cause here.
And he's got it hit in the game already, so he can handle the bat at least a little bit.
First pitch to him. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball one. Another sinker here, but this one's over for strike one. One pitch and a good sinker there, but he can't find the zone. 2-1.
This guy is almost no threat up at the plate. I mean, you could get away with fastballs right down the middle if you wanted to.
2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner, but this is foul near the seats. High and deep out there to left center field, and that's going to find a crease for extra bases, and it ought to open up this lead to 2. And that's going to plate the runner from second, as this is now a 3-1 ball game.
Well, he gives this ball a pretty good ride. No shot to get this one, as it's going to wind up hitting on the track and one hop in the wall out there. He's going to wind up pulling into second with an RBI double.
Man at second here with 2 away. And standing fourth is the left-handed hitting Denard Span. Low for ball one.
I'll tell you what, this is the wrong team to fall further behind here in the early going. You got to get out of this mess, and soon.
3 runs, 6 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. Swing, and he pops him up over near second, and Segura will make the catch, and that ends the inning. 1 for the Nationals on the RBI double. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 3-1 Washington. Back with Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, as Ryan Braun steps forward to get things started here in the Milwaukee half of the inning. Out of play. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Way outside. 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
And this ball's hit high and deep toward the corner and right. And that'll slice just foul at the last moment. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2. And he misses with that one down and in. It's a full count now, 3-2. And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
Hey, you know what? That's all right. He gave him a pretty good battle up there, and he never gave in to him. A walk you can work around. A home run, you can't.
Aramis Ramirez will stride in again. He struck out swinging his first time. On the move is Braun. Pitch outside the throw. And not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
Boy, I think he's pretty lucky to get in there safely on this play. It's a decent jump, but I think a good throw might nail him down there. Instead, you see it's wide of the mark, off to the shortstop side of the base, and he's able to beat that tag to get in safely.
Off the plate again. 2-0 now. Looks like he's not going to see anything here.
Yeah, I don't think so either. They gave him 2 shots to see if he'd go out of the zone to try to chase, and after that, I'm thinking they should just put him on.
Now a pitch swung on and hit to the left side, but this is going to find the seats, a foul ball. And a pretty good take there on the slider down. It's ball 3. Jonathan Lucroy waits. Late on the fastball there as this one skied out towards straightaway right. And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second? And the throw from right will not be in time as he takes third on the flyout.
This fly ball will work almost like a sacrifice here, and that'll move the guy up to third now with 1 out. Now, if they can just get another fly ball identical to that one, they'll be able to get themselves a run.
Jonathan Lucroy will stand in. Base hit his first time around. Here's the first offering. Here's a ball chopped toward the second baseman. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Well, this is going to get him a run closer. A simple ground ball here plates the runner from third, and we're back now to a 1-run game.
Lyle Overbay try and start over now with the bases empty and 2 away following the RBI ground out. A big roundhouse curveball in there for strike 1. That one misses. It's 1-1 now to the Milwaukee first baseman. I'll straighten him up there on that fastball. It's 1-2 now.
And we've seen guys swing at that 4-seam riding fastball up in the zone, but you're never going to get on top of that thing when it's up that high.
Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. And this is swung on, and it'll be another chance out there at second. Throw on to LaRoche takes care of him, and with that, the side is retired. So they scratch across a run on no hits, no errors, and no one left on. We played 4 full. Nationals on top, 3-2. Anthony Rendon will make his way towards the box to lead off the 5th. Now some movement out in the Milwaukee bullpen. Both the lefty and a right-hander have begun to stretch it out. There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. And this will get all the way out into the bullpen in left center. It's gone. A home run. Anthony Rendon connects on a solo shot. His second home run of the game, and it's given the Nats a 4-2 lead.
Well, it seems to me like we've seen this before. His second home run of the ball game, and it would seem to me that he hit that one harder than he did the last one, so he's definitely locked in.
Jason Worth will step in. He's lined out and grounded out in 2 trips. First pitch is a sinker for a called strike 1.
And you kind of wonder if he's learned anything out there. There's another pitch right down the middle. I think he's lucky that that one didn't get hit a long way.
No outs, nobody on. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And again, they try to take him down in the strike zone just to see if he'll go after that pitch below the knees. But with 2 strikes, he's been able to lay off that thing now twice in a row.
Hit hard but foul to the left, and they'll try it again. Another try at 2-2. Full count now, 3-2.
Not only do you not want to lose this guy, you got more trouble right there in the on-deck circle.
Here's a swing and a shot back up the middle. And that's in there, base hit.
You talk about getting the bat head out in front. This is rifled up the middle. Can't square up a baseball any better than that.
Now here comes Brewers manager Ron Renicky out of the Milwaukee dugout. And a new pitcher will come on, as that'll be all for Kyle Lohse. So he'll leave after working just 4 innings, and this was not the kind of start he was looking for, I'm quite sure. Marco Estrada is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here. Adam LaRoche will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher, as he'll do so with a runner at first and nobody out. Here's the first offering. Starts him out with a changeup for a strike. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Got to be careful here with a run in already. You don't want to let one get away from you and lose the possibility of a double play.
Now there goes Worth. Now a swing as he hits this one into the air, but this will be foul off to the right, out of play. Here's the 1-2. In the air to right center. And this is taken out there by Braun for the first out. Ian Desmond will stand in with a run in, 1 out and 1 on here in the inning. Oh, might not have been where he was hoping to put that pitch, but he somehow gets a swing on it anyway. Strike 1. Some activity out in the bullpen now as a couple of left-handers begin to stir. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. And a classic 0-2 pitch as the changeup misses low, and it's 1-2 now.
Tough pitch to lay off there with 2 strikes. I'm not sure if that was a good take or whether he just got fooled on a changeup and couldn't pull the trigger.
And that misses 2-2. Runner goes for second. Stays alive here as this is fouled off to the right. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. Bryce Harper will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far. First pitch is a cutter looked at. 0-1. And he takes this one high. 1-1. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. Is that really the spot you want to be messing with here?
Shouldn't be. That's a danger zone if you ask me.
And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
And now 3-2, 2 out. He'll be helped by the fact that that runner will get a head start out there.
And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
Oh, and you know he wanted that one. Now the inning will continue, and the guy moves up into scoring position here.
As Drupal Cabrera. We'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 5. And he'll start him with a high strike here on the fastball on the outside corner. It's 0-1.
And that's what he needed here with 2 outs. He couldn't afford to fall behind another guy here in the inning, so that's a good job to jump in that driver's seat with strike 1.
Fouled back. Keeping him close there at second. Now the pitch. And a big strikeout there. They'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. 1 in the inning for the Nationals on the solo home run. Bottom of the 5th coming up. It's now 4-2 Washington. Scooter Gennett will stand in to lead things off in the bottom of the 5th. a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Swing and a ball headed towards the hole. And a flip to first from Cabrera in time for the first out.
And you know, against a lot of second basemen, this is going to be an infield single. But watch how he fields this thing and then maneuvers his body into a good throwing motion and unloads it quickly to get his man.
Gene Segura will stand in. He grounded out. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And this is fouled straight back. And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2. And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats. He'll try again, 1-2. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. And a tough pitch on 2 strikes as he's able to foul it off. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
You want to talk about throwing a fastball in a guy's kitchen? He came in, sat down, had a cup of coffee with him. You aren't going to tie a guy up any better than that.
Chris Davis will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. And this is hit hard on the ground towards short. And this is going to get on by Desmond. It's a base hit. Carlos Gomez, yet another shot. He hit into a double play his last time. In on the hands a bit with the fastball. It's 1-0. And Gomez not biting on that one either. It's 2-0 now.
And now with a 2-0 count, both pitches have been in. This might be where you say, all right, I'm going to let it fly if this next one's middle away.
And this is fouled back and out of play. 4-2 our score here as we play inning number 5. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. throw onto Lohse is going to be in time, and the inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. It's the Nationals 4 and the Brewers 2. Call here as he'll start the 6th inning on the mound. Wilson Ramos will stand in, and he'll lead off in the Washington 6th.
Wilson Ramos.
They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1.
That's a two-seam fastball right there. It looks to the hitter like it's going to be inside, and then it tails back to the inside corner of the plate.
Big swing there as it's hit pretty well out toward deep left field. And the 6th inning opens with a flyout, 1 away.
And you'll see where this pitch is. It's up, but it's up far enough that he can't quite get on top of it. And he winds up lifting a lazy fly ball.
Jordan Zimmermann will bat for himself here with his guys up by 2 here in inning number 6. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. And he watches one split the middle here, 1-1. Right there at the belt, 1-2 now.
Hard to believe he let that one go. That was right on a platter for him.
The 1-2. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Swing and a fly ball hit fairly well out to deep center field. And Gomez will look this one in for out number 2.
That actually wasn't too bad a swing there. You know, sometimes you can catch those outfielders playing far too shallow with a pitcher up there, but he was able to keep this one in his sights and make the play.
Denard Span will get another shot now, 2 for 3 in the game. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. And he swings on top and sends it on the ground out to second. Look at the stop. And from his wallet, he gets the out at first. A fantastic play, and the inning is over. 3 thumbs up here in the booth following this gorgeous play at second base. We're back at Miller Park right after this. We'll start it out here from Milwaukee with Brian Braun waiting on deck to follow. In need of a quick inning here, but he starts this one with a ball. It's 1-0. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
2 really close pitches to kick off this at-bat. Normally this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with 2 good takes.
And some action out in that Washington bullpen now as we see both a left-hander and a right-hander throwing. High and away, not close. 3-0.
And it goes without saying, but this has to be in the strike zone. You don't want him on base to start off the inning.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1. Pitch on the way. Fastball in there, 3-2.
Boy, if he can get him right here, coming back from 3-0, what a way to start the inning that would be.
Swinging a liner toward the gap in left center. Lays himself out and makes a spectacular catch.
Boy, what an outstanding play out there in left center field. This is showing no regard for his body. He's going to wind up getting a mouthful of turf, too. But he's able to hold on to the baseball. That's just very well done.
Ryan Braun will dig in. He walked and later scored last time. In there for strike one. He continues to get ahead here. He's been in complete control.
I think you need to guard yourself from being overconfident, though. A bloop and a blast could still turn this game on its ear.
Now this is up and in, and I don't think he likes that location much. It's ball one.
Yeah, he's not trying to hit him, I don't think, but sometimes you need to keep guys honest up there. I think that's all he was trying to do there.
And Braun's able to resist. The count moves in his favor. 2-1 now.
And even though he's pitching well, this is a part of the order that he's really got to worry about. Now, they can turn a good outing into a bad one pretty darn quickly.
Too high that time, and it's 3-1.
And with that tying run on deck, he should get something good to hit right here, 3-1. More than likely a fastball.
Full count now, 3-2.
Yeah, sometimes you give a power hitter like this a fastball at eye level, and he just can't help himself.
That's an easy take right there on the 3-2 pitch. Not all that inviting at all. I want to at least make the guy think about hacking up there. Instead now he's on with one away.
So a runner at first now with one away. And here's the powerful Aramis Ramirez. On the move is Braun. Pitches a cold strike, the throw, and he got him at second on a perfect throw.
Well, he showed a lot of patience to work out the walk, but then he got a little impatient trying to steal second base, and they throw him out pretty easily there on the first pitch.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this is going to be a foul ball. Fouled straight back. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
Maybe a good opportunity here to show him a changeup, give him a different look.
A ball hit hard to the left side. And that is in there for a 2-out base knock.
Yeah, a hot shot that time and a tough read down there at third base. He just couldn't get the leather on it.
Jonathan Lucroy will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. And low that time, but good reactions behind the plate to keep it in front of him. And the fastball is lined into center field. That's a base hit.
Yeah, sometimes after 2 outs, you can let your guard down out there on the mound. But all of a sudden, back-to-back hits and giving them a bit of a wake-up call.
Kyle Lohse will stand in trying to make it 3 straight 2-out hits as he's got a runner in scoring position at second with still 2 away. And this is going to be a foul ball. Hit hard but fouled off to the left, and that'll keep you honest as a third base coach. And this is low, but it's corralled quickly, and both runners will have to hang on. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Yeah, and that's always the danger when you're working that off-speed stuff down with 2 men on base. Once the catcher can't get a handle on it, both guys are off and moving. They're going to move up to second and third now on what will be scored a wild pitch.
Misses, ball 2.
And for Milwaukee, this is a spot where you really need that one key hit.
We're in the 6th inning now of a 4-2 ball game. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2. And with just 5 2/3 innings under his belt, he's about to hit the century mark in his pitch count now. And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
That's a really good at-bat. He fell behind 1-2 right out of the gate, but instead of going out of the zone to protect, he was able to lay off 3 straight and get his guys a leadoff base runner.
On his way out to the mound now, the Washington manager, and he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So he'll depart, though you can't quite close the book on him yet. He's responsible for all 3 runners aboard. Jerry Blevins will get the call here in a big spot as he inherits a bases-loaded jam with 2 men out. Scooter Gennett will get a chance here in one of the bigger spots in the ballgame thus far. Bases loaded now with 2 away. First offering on the way. Cut fastball taken for strike 1. Tough spot here for a left-handed hitter, facing a guy that's exceptionally tough on lefties.
Yeah, you generally get so many at-bats against right-handed pitching. Now you're in a good RBI spot, and you're stuck facing a guy like this.
Swing, and he pops him up, and this should get him out of it. LaRoche is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. Brewers leave them loaded. They trail it here 4-2. Back here at Miller Park in Milwaukee. Nationals on top in this one as we get ready for the 7th, but first let's check out the game summary to see how we got here. Anthony Rendon will stand in again as he looks for home run number 3 in the ball game. As we flash you back here to his second home run. This was back in the 5th inning as he has the long ball working in his first few at-bats. All my people right there in the back of the spot. I need the top. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Line hard to center field. Well, this is unfortunately right at him in center field as he takes it in for the first out.
Well, that one looked like for all the world it was a sure single leading off the inning. It was certainly hit hard enough, but evidently it was hit a little too hard as it winds up getting flagged down, and that's just a tough break.
Jason Worth will step in, a base hit in his last time. First pitch coming. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. And here's a fastball that he takes the other way out to fairly deep right. And this will be taken in without much trouble. It's an easy start to the 7th. 2 gone.
Since coming in the 6th, he's knocked down 5 in a row, giving him a real lift out there.
Adam LaRoche will stand in, and they've been able to hold him in check so far. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising that he's been a non-factor in this one. Usually a major force in their offense.
First pitch coming. And this is up and in, ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And this is all about handling a guy like this with kid gloves. You know, walk him if you have to, but don't let him be the one to beat you.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
And he's got to be up there thinking, come on already, give me something to hit.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
Not turned loose there. I thought that he might be swinging with 2 away, but apparently not.
And this one misses high for ball 4, and they have themselves a 2-out base runner.
And he's become a very patient hitter up there. The team leader in walks a year ago. He's on base here with 2 away.
Ian Desmond will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk. Now the first pitch. He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball. 1-0. Swing and a miss as he gets this fastball by him. It's 1-1. And this is going to be a foul ball. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. But no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. One left for Washington, but they still lead this one 4-2. Gene Segura will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips. First pitch coming. Grounded to third. And that'll get by into left field, so he's on to lead off the inning.
And they had to have that. This is the inning where a leadoff guy is critical. Now, they've got a few options here with a speedy guy on first to start things out.
Ricky Weeks has grabbed a bat and moved into the on-deck circle, so that's going to be the end of the line for Zach Duke. Now here's the first pitch. Changeup called strike 1.
And he's probably not going to throw too many first pitch changeups. That's a pretty darn good call.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. And a swing and a miss, so Weeks is in a hole here. No balls and 2 strikes.
And if you're going to go after that pitch, you got to be thinking right field. I think he just pulled off of that one a little.
And it'll be a brief appearance here from the bench as he's gone on strikes after just 3 pitches, 1 away.
Yeah, and you know what? I think we're going to see a lot of this. He's pitching backwards a little bit here. It's a 2-strike cut fastball running in, and that guy is no match up there at the plate.
Carlos Gomez will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Sinker's in there, no balls and a strike. Segura runs. A pitch out. The throw. And even a pitch out can't do the trick. He's in there at second.
He's going to be kicking himself behind the plate there. Not sure if this came from the dugout or not, but it's the perfect call to pitch out. They have him dead meat at second base, but the throw sails high, and he's able to slide in there under the tag.
And a curveball here. Good pitch, but a better take, and it's to 2-1 now. Sinker misses there, and now he's in trouble. 3-1.
Well, this is a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a fastball.
To the hole, left side, and it's through. A base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller, the thought is that you've got to get out there and hit the ball before it sinks. So that means if you're a right-handed hitter, you got to jump out there and pull it. And that's exactly what he did.
Gerardo Parra will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
He had a chance of redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances. He can make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. runners lead from first and third. Here's the pitch. And this is low, but I don't think the runners will be able to move much here. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Seventh inning here at the ballpark. 4-2 our score. Swing and a broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. But this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Full count. 3-2.
Well, that's an opportunity wasted on the mound there. Well, a hitter's got to be defensive on 2-2, but that was so far outside, he didn't even have to worry about chasing it.
And the payoff pitch is chopped foul at home plate, so we'll do it again. Still 3-2. On the ground to short. Could this be two? To Cabrera for one. But they will not get them both as he beats out the back end and drives home the run from third.
And with one away, they were hoping to get the double play up the middle to get him out of this. But they wind up only getting one on the play as that run comes home to score on the fielder's choice.
Drew Storen will get the ball, looking to get the final out now here in this seventh inning. Ryan Braun will be the first to greet him here as he stands in with a runner at first and two away. First pitch on the way. Out in front of the fastball here as this is drilled into left field. That's a base hit.
Well, even when you keep him in the ballpark, he can be trouble. Here he's right on this pitch. He smokes it into left field for a solid single.
Ramirez will get his shot now with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 7. And some action out in that Washington bullpen now as we see both a left-hander and a right-hander throwing. Now a sharply hit ball back up the middle. And he has come through big time as this ought to tie the ball game and maybe even get him a lead. And both runners are in to score as the lead changes hands. It's a 5-4 ball game.
Well, that's a definition of a game-changing at-bat. Late in the game, he just wants to hit the ball hard somewhere. I think this will qualify it. That's going to drive home 2 and turn that 1-run deficit into a 1-run lead.
Tyler Clippard will get the ball, looking to get the final out now here in this 7th inning. Jonathan Lucroy will be his first assignment upon entering as he'll bat with the runner in scoring position here and 2 away. Now the first pitch. And a changeup in the dirt for a ball. Three runs already home here. And that one misses upstairs, 2-0.
With 2 outs and a base open, I don't think he's going to see anything here the rest of the at-bat.
Here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now. just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Here's the 2-2 offering. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. 8th inning coming up. The Brewers lead this one 5-4. Tom Gorzelani will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8. Bryce Harper to get us going now in the top half of the 8th.
Bryce Harper.
And now K-Rod Francisco Rodriguez is up throwing in the bullpen. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. And this is drifting foul back into the stands. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. And in a 5-4 game, let's give you a look at the starter comparison to see how these two guys stack up against one another. Asdrubal Cabrera will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. Here's the first offering. He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball, 1-0. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2. 1 out, nobody on. Now the 2-0. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Yeah, that finds a zone, but some of these pitches are getting a little too much elevation. That could come back to bite him.
And a fastball taken the other way, but this should be routine out there in right field. And Braun will handle this one for round number 2. 8th inning from Milwaukee with the Brewers out on top in this one as you get a look there at the line score and how we got to this point. Wilson Ramos will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. Now this is swung on, and here's another fly ball out to right field. And Braun will make the catch, and the inning is over. Nationals gone in order, and the deficit holds at 5-4. Lyle Overbeck will lead things off here in the bottom half of inning number 8. And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike 1. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. And that's a base hit, so a chance for some important insurance here to kick off the bottom of the 8th.
You can tell when these guys have gone up to the plate, they've had a plan. They're just not wildly swinging, hoping for things to work out. They've been looking for specific pitches in specific locations. The advanced scouts, they've earned their pay in this one.
Jeanette will stand in. One of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far. And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0. And this is going to be a foul ball. Runners off for second. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Chopped now to short. Can they get two? On to first is Desmond, and that's in time for the first out. Gene Segura will step in with a big opportunity to get that insurance run home from second. Lays off 1-0. Now this pitch sails up and in, and that leaves him muttering to himself. It's ball two. But one thing he's shown so far, he's not afraid to work inside.
Yeah, and with that base open right now, he shouldn't have to be afraid. If you do hit him, big deal. Get the next guy.
And that's in there, 2-1. Runner staying tight to the bag at second. Here's the pitch. And he's fallen behind now, 3-1. And that misses, ball four. So with one out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning. Elian Herrera is into the on-deck circle now as he'll hit in place of the pitcher, Gorzolani. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Nail-biting time now in that third base dugout.
Well, things are starting to spiral here, and you've got to make sure this doesn't spin completely out of control.
Short lead from second, now the pitch. That hole getting a little deeper now. It's 2-0.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitter's count here, 2-0.
Some pretty good wood on it here as this is lifted to fairly deep left. Harper is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are two gone now. Carlos Gomez will stand in with a showdown looming. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 8. Holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. not much of a lead at second. Now here's the pitch. And he swings at the fastball here and lifts it into the air to shallow center. And Cabrera will make the catch to retire the side. Brewers strand a couple. They hold on to a 5-4 lead. Coming in now in the ninth to try and finish this one out, the hard-throwing Francisco Rodriguez. And we're going to see a pinch hitter in this spot as the right-handed batting Kevin Franzen begins to loosen up on deck. Now some movement out in the Milwaukee bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander have begun to stretch it out. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike.
He's had a high strike zone all night, so even if you're on the bench, you got to be aware of that.
Ball one. Sharply hit back up the middle, and the tying run is on to start the inning. It's a leadoff single.
As we look at that again, you know, this is not a bad pitch by any stretch. If he throws this pitch 10 times, I bet he gets him out 9 of them. But here you just have to tip your cap to the guy at the plate.
Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. Denard Span will step in with the tying run on first, so he's got to concentrate and work on getting on base here. Now he drops one down here right out in front of the plate. Throw goes to first here, so it works just as they drew it up, and now the possible tying run is in scoring position at second.
Well, I think this is going to wind up working pretty much like a sacrifice, but I don't think that's what he had in mind. This wasn't a show early and make sure you get it down kind of a bunt. He was trying to beat that one out, but a good throw is going to take care of him.
Anthony Rendon will work now on getting that tying run home from second. And that misses, ball one. And now the wheels spin in that first base dugout.
Oh, that man right there's got to be sweating bullets. Hard to say I blame him at all.
Good sharp curveball there. The count 1-1. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
This is a spot where it helps to have a two-seam fastball like that, so you can work in on the right-handed hitters.
Now a swing, and he takes the changeup the other way out toward right center. Gomez will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big out, number 2.
He might have been playing things a little cautious there at second base. That ball looked deep enough to me that he should have been thinking about advancing on it.
Jason Ward will have a shot at driving home that possible tying run that's standing at second. There's the hard stuff from K-Rod to start him out. It's 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Waved at and missed. So now the Nationals are down to their final strike here.
Yeah, when that's upstairs like that, that's a pitch you've got to leave alone and make him bring something down.
Here he comes on 2-2. Ball 3. 3-2 now.
And he does have a base open, so he doesn't have to give in on 3-2.
And now this relatively sparse crowd comes to their feet one final time. And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
He may be the closer, but he is opening up a real can of worms here. Putting another guy on base with a walk, that's not going to help things.
Adam LaRoche will try again. 0 for 3 thus far. Close to the bag at second there. Now the pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Good pitch right there. Right on the heels of a walk. He needed to get ahead of the next guy, and he did just that.
And that misses 1-1.
They're definitely making him work out there. He came in trying to shut the door, and he has not had an easy time with it.
Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening.
And now what do you go with here on the 1-2 count? I got a feeling that this one won't be in the strike zone either.
Runner not going anywhere at second. Now the pitch. Close, but it's not over yet. That's ball 2. Here's a ball hit foul down the third baseline, so they'll try it again. Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. And this is swung on and missed, though the ball did hit the ground, so he'll need to go to first. And the throw to first will take care of him as the tying run will be left stranded at second base. This ball game is over.
Not exactly a lockdown ninth inning, but they wind up stranding the tying run at second and the go-ahead run at first to preserve the victory.
Game all throughout. Winds up a slim 1-run victory in the end as we get you one final look at our line score. And boys, probably a handful of deserving candidates for our top player at the game award, but what do you say we go ahead and give it to the man who shut the door out of the pen?
Yeah, it's nice to have someone like this you can call on to finish things out for you. And he came on to slam the door shut.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Brewers win it 5-4. Good night from Milwaukee.
The final line score for our ball game tonight for the victorious Brewers: 5 runs, 10 hits, no errors, They left 8 men on base. For the Nationals, 4 runs on 9 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners